What's going on, everybody? It's your boy Chris Thorns. Welcome to the show. Um, I don't think the notification went out on this one either. My notifications not going out like they should be, and I could tell because I looked on my backup account and I didn't get the notification there. So I don't know what YouTube is doing, but again, sad thing about it, it ain't just me that they doing it to. They doing it to a lot of people. And again, like I said, even big YouTubers are having this problem with the notifications not going out. So, and I try to set them out at least 1.5 hours or 2 hours in advance. So when the 30 minutes thing come, you would think a lot of people would get it, but it still don't happen. No matter how you set it up, everybody still don't get the notifications. So, I don't know what it is. I don't know, maybe I'm falling off my rockers. I mean, not my rockers. Maybe my message is falling off, or maybe my channel ain't holding strong no more. I don't know, but this shit get frustrated a lot of times. You see what I'm saying? They're just like, if people know you a performer, a singer, piano player, wherever you are, and you get this thing set up, and you go there and perform all the time, and hardly nobody's showing up because the message is not getting out, you hear it all the time, man. I didn't know you was live. I didn't know you was live playing. Man, I came and showed you love and this, that, and the third, and then shit just getting frustrated. So that's what you get when you're dealing with technology a lot of times. You always get the faulty shit in the system or whatnot. But other than that, I don't let it stop me. I still try to go on and give a good show. But again, sad thing about it, a lot of people see it afterwards, I guess people see it, and I'm still grateful for that, but I guess there's a lot of people who do want to be here live, and they just can't get here live because they are not getting notifications. I'm doing this all by myself, so I don't know what else to do. I really don't. So I don't know what to say about that. So guys, if y'all don't get the notification, it ain't me. This faulty ass YouTube system, or this faulty ass algorithm, whatever the fuck you want to call it, is that. So it ain't me. I do the best I can. A lot of time I talk to y'all in private, or I got y'all on social media. I try to send y'all a link to social media and stuff like that, and that's a lot of times y'all get it that way. But other than that though, sometimes I do put it on my community wall, and hell, even they don't work a lot of times, because people get to see the community wall late. But there's one thing I noticed about the community wall, though. If you put up a picture on the community wall, people tend to see that quicker than you put your link to your show on the community wall. And I never understood that. You put a picture up, people see it, you get hella likes. Put your link up, don't nobody how to see it. So that's another reason why I say I think it's a YouTube thing. Because how the hell everybody get to see a picture that I designed or I animate? Everybody can see that. You get about 100 or something likes, but you put your link up on the community wall, nobody hardly gets to see that. What the fuck? So it's crazy. It's crazy. Well, I guess I don't need to ask y'all can hear me because y'all responding, so I guess y'all can hear me, right? Y'all can hear me and see me, right? Y'all can hear me and see me, right? All right. Faith is in here talking about a video. Let me see what you're talking about. Because I did see you post something, but I was trying to share it out on Facebook. You said, Chris Stone, so I am spreading awareness of teacher SOS hand signal of you. I am spreading awareness of teaching SOS hand signal. Oh, if you are interested, let me know. Yeah, tell me. Yeah, if you got my email, send me an email. If you could teach, the language, hand language, just saying SOS, I think that's a damn good thing. That'll be a damn good thing. The thing is, the key word, what you said is awareness. That's the key word, all right? Let me shout y'all out. Cat Eyes, hey, dude, what's going on? You said what it do? Hey, I try to make you do what it do every time I go live, baby. You know what I'm saying? Sassy, you still ain't answer my question. What made you put Sassy in front of your name? What make you Sassy now? Brother John Q in the building. John Q, I'm gonna have to get you on one of these shows, man, because we talk about the same thing, and I love when I get the fellas up here and have a discussion. They'll be one of the best ones right there. So yeah, brother, we got to get you on the panel, you know. Northern Healer, hey, what's going on? I saw you in my last video. Thank you so much. I'd love to talk. Hey, dear, I know you just had a birthday pass. Hope you enjoyed it. Brother Brian, what's going on? Lady D, what's going on? Faith, what's going on? Steph, hey, babe, what's going on? What's going on? Good evening. My brother Ron in the building. Nicole Jackson, hey, dear, how you doing? Glad you in the building. Good day, Tina Powers. What's going on? Sandy, what's going on? How you doing? Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening. All right, guys. How many of y'all saw that video I did late last night, early this morning, about the young lady who died by the hands of her child while she was on the Zoom video? How many of y'all saw that? And I had a couple of people kept sending me that, and I think that's one of the craziest things that I ever heard, you know. A couple of you asked good questions in the comment section. One of you asked the question was, I'm curious to know, was there another adult in the building? And you said, if you're the same person, you said that, you know, because we have some sick people out here in the world, and people would do this shit and then try to blame it on the child, use the child as an alibi. And I said, you know what? That's a good observation right there. I didn't think about that. Because for what the story said, once she fell back after the gunshot, you saw a toddler coming in. But I don't remember the story saying that they seen the toddler with the gun coming in view of the camera. All right? So I like, that's a damn good observation. Could somebody have been there and they shot from a distance and tried to make the baby seem like the baby was the one that did it, you know? Which makes me understand why somebody just came in not too long ago and say, I don't believe this story at all. I don't believe this bullshit at all. That's exactly what they said. So I asked them the question is, what is it that you don't believe? And I wait for them to respond on that. Then I had somebody else come in and say, you know, some guns are pretty heavy, you know, they must be a strong toddler. Well, I said to that, you know, depending on what type of gun it is, you know, I can't say because I want to help the fear in my hand. You know, of course, me, I'm a big man. It ain't hard for me to hold one. But then you have to look at the other story that I did too about the guy named Markovia, where his son got a hold of his gun. And he was 2 years old, which I think is still considered a toddler, if I'm not mistaken. Y'all correct me if I'm wrong on that. He was 2 years old and was able to get a hold of his dad's gun and shoot his dad. So when you hear that story, then you're hearing this story right here. I mean, seriously, can it be impossible? Can it be impossible? I don't know, guys. I don't have any children, but I know if I had children, I have common sense to know, get my lazy ass up and put that gun up because it's not safe. And on top of that, y'all giving out free locks for my gun for safety purposes, I'm going to get my lazy ass up and go get that gun locked so I can lock that gun up so nobody can get hurt. All right? That's what I would do. So reading some of y'all comments again, open my mind up a little bit as to what really happened. Was it really this child that did this, or was somebody actually there that did this and trying to blame it on the child? Now my mind is open. But I'll try to keep on the story, guys, and see what happens. You just never know. I keep my eyes open, my mind, my ears open with an update and see what's going to happen. Now, if it is somebody else there, I won't be too surprised. I wouldn't. But right now, I'm sticking on the toddler because of the story I did previous about the man who had his son with him and shot him in the back. But remember with the story of Markovia, he had multiple gunshot wounds. In one story, he had multiple gunshot wounds. So I'm kind of fixated on that. How did he get multiple gunshot wounds. All right. But with that being said, guys, let's get into this story right here. You said let you know. Hold on. Let me check now. Hold on. Yes, I see it. I got it. Thank you. I'll take a look at it after the show. Thank you. I got it. Yeah, Brian, we probably do. Yeah, we do, brother. We do. We definitely gonna do it again. Ladies and gentlemen, I want y'all to take a look at this behind me. All right, guys. Oh, I spelled that baby name wrong. Jesus Christ. I spelled that baby name wrong over here. I get to type it so fast, I forget to put letters up in it. Shit. Anyway, guys, we have a young lady, 7 years old, by the name of Serenity Broughton. This saddens me because how this story got brought to my attention was I got an email. I think it was People. Is it People Magazine? Something like that. People something. And how they titled the news article, they titled it to say that, Mom, it's not your fault. When I saw that, I said, wait a minute, what's going on here? Mom, it's not your fault. And when I read this story, I said, holy crap, really? And Chicago got it bad down there. My man, Life in the Shot, shout out to him. He be doing a lot of uploads on Chicago out there. Chicago is bad out there right now. I don't know what the hell going on in Chicago. I don't know what's in the water. I don't know what's in the Kool-Aid, but it's getting bad out there with the death of these children. Now, to get the meat and potatoes of the story is, these young ladies was going to see their grandma. They was going to see their grandmother. And all of a sudden, pow, pow, pow. Serenity, the young lady you see right there, was hit in the torso. And I want to say the chest too. Right now they're saying she just injured and in the hospital. So we got prayers and hoping that the young sister survive. All right. And the lady who you see behind me, that's Regina, the grandmother right there. That's the grandmother right there. So again, guys, we have to understand, and to the young generation, bullet has no name on it. Once the bullet leaves the chamber, it has no direction. It's going to go in the direction that you shoot. And it has no name on it. So whatever it hits, it's going to hit. All right? And that's why I like what people say. It ain't the guns that kill people. It's what they kill people. The people with the guns is the one that kill people. All right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's listen to what's going on with this tragic story. That baby is so pretty. Look just like her grandmama. That baby is so pretty. And they just pisses me off, man. They just piss. Well, both of them are some pretty babies. Sad, man. Sad world we're living in. So, whoa. Peggy said, that's my brother-in-law family and the little girl doing good. She up asking about her sister. Oh, wow. Peggy, you want to come talk to me? Oh, man. Jesus Christ. Peggy, let me know you want to come talk to me. I would love to hear the update. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Peggy, let me know you want to come talk to me, please. Or if you want, well, the brother-in-law probably devastated right now, so he probably not want to talk. Or if you can get him to talk, y'all both come here to talk to me. This is sad. This is sad. You said no. What are you saying? No, you don't want to come talk to me, or what are you saying?
A 6-year-old girl is recovering at the hospital after a shooting yesterday on Chicago's northwest side.
Her older sister did not survive the shooting. CBS 2's Mugo Odigwe live at Loyola University Medical Center with the latest on this shooting investigation. And
okay, Peggy, I will. Damn, Peggy straight up told me, hell no, I don't want to talk to you. Damn. I hear you, dear. Now, it's all good, though. I mean, this tough. A lot of stuff tough to talk about, so I get it. All right, let's go.
Aubrey's condition. Mugo?
Yeah, good morning. So those two sisters, they were brought here for treatment. As you mentioned, one is 6 years old. She just got out of the ICU, but then her older sister, just 7 years old, she died at this hospital. Right now, we want to show you a picture of those two girls. The 7-year-old is named Serenity. She's on the left. Her 6-year-old sister, Aubrey, is on the right. According to Chicago police, the shooting happened around 3 yesterday afternoon at Grand and Merrimack in Belmont Central. The girls were on their way to see their grandmother. Mom was loading them into their father's car when someone started shooting. Now, when police arrived, they found both girls inside the car with multiple gunshot wounds. Serenity was shot in the chest and torso. Her little sister Aubrey was shot in the chest and arm. The grandmother they were going to see in the first place had to rush to the hospital to see them, only to learn that Serenity didn't make it.
It shouldn't have happened to her. She was innocent. She's 7. Her birthday was coming up in November.
Oh, Lord. Oh, God. Wow.
So the 6-year-old Aubrey, she has a pierced lung, but we're told she is now out of the ICU. Police say that both the girls and their mom were not the intended target in the shooting, but they are asking for any information, no matter how small, about who shot those girls. And of course, remember, you can always stay anonymous. We're live in Maywood. Mugo Digwe, CBS.
How many stories have I done recently that these babies' birthday be right around the corner? How many stories have y'all heard me do that these children's birthdays like right around the corner, and this year almost already gone? So this baby, let's see, August, September, but pick them up, sitting right about 3 months. Yep, about 3 months. About 3 months. This girl's birthday was gonna be in 3 months. 3 months. Now, how many of y'all tell me if you feel the same way that I do? And then Peg, I hate you don't want to come here to talk. I would love to talk to you. Tell me, does this not piss you off? Where they say that they want the intended target. Like they're supposed to make the situation better. You say they wasn't the intended target. That doesn't make this any better. Because you would think, and that's the key word, think. If children are around, whoever you're trying to get at, you stall them out until you get them by themselves. Now, I'm not recommending nobody shoot nobody, but it used to be a point in time when it came to shit like this, if it's children around, they would stall out and try to get whoever they're trying to get next time around. But we in 2021 now. Anybody who's in the way, see, this why I put these damn phones on vibrate. These loud ass phones. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. Okay. What was I saying? Yeah, it used to be a time where they would stall out until they get who they want to get, but they don't do that anymore now. Anybody who in the way, you getting got. There's something going on down here in Memphis, Tennessee. I was at work today, shadow training with somebody, and this lady was playing something on Facebook, and it's showing the police giving the guy chest compressions or whatnot, and he laid out in the street. Now, the guy was like, man, they shot my homie, man. They shot my homie. And so I was telling the chick, I like, if that's your homie, you showing no emotions about your homie being shot. You sound too calm about your homie being shot. I said, but then again, just like I said last night, when you used to fuckery and when you used to shit like that going on, it tends to go on deaf ears and it tends to go on blind eyes. How many of y'all agree with me when I say that? When you used to fuckery around your neighborhood, around your household, seeing somebody get shot and killed, it doesn't faze you anymore. So when you do these videos live, you're going to be cool, calm, collective because the shit doesn't bother you anymore. It doesn't bother you anymore. So I was telling the lady who was showing me the video, I said, I guaranteed you, and this is how most story goes when dealing with cops. I said, I guaranteed you, that young man was doing something, and this will end up happening. And she said herself, she said, by the way the cars, it looked like he tried to get away. She found another video, and the girl and the dudes are there talking, and they said exactly what she said. He tried to get away, and he ran over a cop. He tried to get away. And I guess in the minute he trying to get away, I guess the cop had no choice but to pull out them things and shoot. And I just go according to what I heard the girl and the man said in the video. But still, I don't know exactly what happened. And from where that happened, it was not too far from where I stay at. Not too far from where I stay at. So just imagine, you hear this stuff going on, and people are immune to it now. Jasmine Adams, I think she's from Chicago, if I'm not mistaken. Jasmine Adams. When that happened to her, now people was kind of outraged by that. But if y'all heard the interview that her dad gave on their radio station and the things he was saying on Instagram, something wrong with that dude. Something serious wrong with that dude. And he was making an excuse for everything. And the main question they was asking him was, do you think your lifestyle was the one that got your daughter put in this situation? Because your lifestyle. And that man could not answer that question straight. And it seemed like the more they was asking him questions about that, he was getting upset. But why? This is your daughter. And the more he talked, he saw he was more about himself than his child. But you know why? Because he's used to this. He used to it. He been shot. He had just got out of the hospital. He's used to it. He's immune to it. He see the fuckery. So he's immune to it. It doesn't faze him. But you would think this is your own child that you claim you love so much. You would be fucking furious. You'd be fucking furious. But you had an answer to everything that everybody asked him. You had an answer to everything that they asked him. Now here goes Steph again. He eventually did say yes, but listen to look what you just said. He eventually said yes. It should have been no eventually anything. It should have been a straight up answer yes. Why you gotta go through hoops and loops just to say, okay, yeah, I fucked up. I have a fucked up lifestyle. I've been saying and doing shit on social media. I've been saying and doing shit in the street that I should not have been doing, knowing I got a daughter. And knowing I got to look over my shoulder every time I go outside. Every time I go outside, I got to look over my shoulder. Who want to live like that? Not me. I want to go outside and have my peace of mind, knowing I'm going to go somewhere, I'm going to make it there and back. It may not happen all the time, but if I got to get in my car, looking at my shoulder all the time, who wants to live like that? Who wants to live like that? So, Agnes, what's going on? I always see my comment section, but I ain't never seen you in my live before. Or if you have, I missed you. How you doing, my friend? Some of your comments you leave in my videos, I don't know what you be talking about. They be kind of vague and dry, like, what are you talking about? But you never come back and respond. But however, though, I'm glad that you're here. And you hear my take of what's going on with this story right here. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't, we got 33 to bid. Please, we got 31. Can you give me 9 more for 40? Can you give me 9 more for 40? All right, guys. So let's get. So yeah, man. I ain't going to little rant right there. It's so we are so used to so much fuckery that we are immune to it. We immune to it. It goes on deaf ears. We go outside. Oh, there go another one. Okay. There go another one. Tomorrow it's gonna be 2 more. Okay. Friday gonna be 5 more. Oh well, might well get ready for it. It's like the purge. It's like a real life purge. Oh, Tom, yeah. We can do that, man. Somebody, Tom, I tell you, somebody put my email up for Tom, and Tom to email me because I lost your email, man. So if I get somebody to put the email down there for you, man, we sure can do that, bro. But let's get into some more of this.
We start with our developing story. 2 sisters shot right in front of their mother. One did not survive. It happened as the girls were sitting in a parked car on Chicago's northwest side. New tonight, CBS 2's Stephen Graves just spoke to their grandmother. Stephen, she is making a plea. He is at Loyola Hospital. Stephen.
Yeah, Jim, those 2 girls, just 6 and 7 years old, were rushed right here to be treated after being shot in the Belmont Central neighborhood. Miraculously, one of those girls is recovering. As like you said, their grandma telling me she just wants someone to talk. Tonight, family giving CBS 2 this photo of Serenity Broughton to the left, her younger sister Aubrey on the right. Both shot in a car this afternoon, leaving their family giving CBS 2.
I mean, guys, just look how beautiful them children are. Look at both of them young ladies. As beautiful as all outside, man. Beautiful as all outside. And it's a damn shame that these children now can't live their life because we got assholes out in the world that cannot control their emotions. We got assholes out in the world that can't control their emotions. And it's the attack on children. 6 and 7 years old. These babies here will be enjoying their life. Enjoying life and enjoying the things that we do for them. Of course, y'all know I'm not a father, but enjoying the things that we do for them to teach them to have a better life than what we have. Try our best to teach them and give them a better society than what we have. But we got young punks like this who did what the fuck they did to these children. It seems like it's a thing in the past now. They're not getting a chance to enjoy the fruits of their life because emotions. Peg, I tried to find him because they say he said something about this. I tried to find where he talked about it, but I couldn't find it. But if you can find where he talked about this, I know he talked about he going on some kind of starvation and on top of a abandoned school building, which I don't know what that all about. But I tried to find where he was talking about this, but I couldn't find it. So if you can, dear, if you got my email, please send it to me. I'd love to hear his thoughts and point of view on this.
This photo of Serenity Broughton to the left, her younger sister Aubrey on the right. Both shot in a car this afternoon, leaving their grandmother's home, both headed to see their other grandma, Regina Broughton, who instead had to rush to the
leaving one grandma and go and see the other one. Ain't this some shit?
Hospital, finding out Serenity did not make it.
It shouldn't have happened to her. She was innocent. She's 7. Her birthday was coming up in November.
Chicago police say it happened at Grand and Merrimack around 3 this afternoon. That's when someone shot the 2 sisters multiple times. Their mom was loading them into their father's car.
And she heard what she thought was fireworks, and at that point, the little youngest one was holding herself and fell on the seat.
Oh,
the other sister was already in her
shit?
car seat, buttoned up, and my son said he grabbed her, and she was just.
Did y'all hear that, man? Just imagine what that grandma saw with that baby. Do you know how bad that would fuck with me if I'm buckling in children and all of a sudden you hear this and you just see one of the children slump over? Man, my big ass would probably faint if I saw that, man. That is fucked up.
Lifeless.
Aubrey, shot in the upper body, has a pierced lung, but is now out of intensive care and talking.
She's aware that she has been hurt, and she keeps saying it. It's not your fault, mommy. It's not your fault.
The heart-wrenching words coming as police investigate, asking the public for help to find the shooter or shooters. All family knows is that someone possibly drove up and fired those shots. The two girls' mother and father both witnessing it, but police saying the mom and kids were not the target. Now a family forced to mourn the death of an innocent girl who was just about to take her first plane ride to Myrtle Beach in days.
Someone should come forth
on,
and say something.
man.
Someone should come forth and help the family and help us, because this didn't have to happen to her. It shouldn't have happened to her. She was innocent.
And this family is just really, really lost for answers here. The grandmother saying her son's car had at least 6 bullet holes in it. This evening, police actually held a press conference. The point here to ask anyone who has information to give them a call. You can stay anonymous. Reporting live here at Loyola University Medical Center, Stephen Graves, CBS 2 News. Jim.
Stephen, thank you.
Hey, Melanie, how you doing, sweetie? I'm glad you're here. I know you said sometimes you be listening to bushes, but hearing this, it's making everybody come out now. See, just like I just said, these children didn't get a chance to live their life. This girl is going to have her first plane ride to Myrtle Beach. I never been to Myrtle Beach. I would love to go. I never been to Myrtle Beach. So she was going to get there before I did. All right? And a damn shame cut short. Because again, you got some punks shooting, clapping, but then the media pushing it out there that they want the intended target. I understand y'all saying that, and maybe they want the intended target, but it doesn't make the story any better, because you still got the punks out there doing whatever the fuck they doing. All right? And then I had to understand this. I always want to understand this. Even down here in Memphis, if you hear on the news you shot a damn child, where's your conscience at? Or do you have a conscience? How the fuck can you go to sleep knowing that you shot a child? That was you who did it. How can anybody go to sleep after that? Unless you don't have a soul, period. But it goes back to what I said in the beginning. We do so much fuck shit that we are immune to it. So we can shoot anybody in sight and we won't give a fuck, even if it's children. Now, I'm sure if I was a gangster, I would probably even have a heart if I found out I hit a child, because that shit would weigh heavy on my heart. Since y'all want to put it out there that the children wasn't the target. All right? So let's say the children weren't the target, and I'm not down that they wasn't the target. But when I found out they wasn't a target, they will weigh heavy. I mean, even if I know that there wasn't a target, they will weigh on me that I hit somebody that I wasn't supposed to hit. I hit somebody I wasn't supposed to hit. I hit a baby. And thank you, Wing Got Snoop. And some of them got kids in their own. You can look at your children's eyes after you just sit up there and did this fuck shit. You can look at it in your child's eyes, knowing what the fuck you just did. Knowing what you just did. You can go home to your child knowing what you just did. Peggy, do me a favor. I know you say you don't want to come up here and talk. Okay, I understand that. That's cool. Can you email me and tell me if you know the answer? What was this all about? Or what's the rumor in the streets? What was this all about? Who was they after? Or what was going on in that area? What was going on in that area? If you can, what was going on in that area and what was this shit all about? So I know you say you don't want to come over here and talk. Fine. But if you can email me there and tell me what you hear on the streets, that would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. I don't know when got some news. I don't know, because we got Peggy in there. I think Peggy said that that's her. I bet you got to remind me who he is to you again. You got to remember who he is to again. But we got somebody who's close to that family, Peggy, in the building. Shout out to Peggy coming in for listening. But this ain't the first time she's been here. She's been here a few times before. And that's another person who come here that live in Chicago too. Tiffany somebody. She's in Chicago too. And she came on the show one time. And no, she didn't. I've been trying to get on the show. She said she want to come on the show to talk about Chicago. But she never done it. So hopefully she'll show up tonight in the chat room or whatnot. That's right, brother-in-law family. Okay, sorry about that, dude. Yeah, brother-in-law family. Peggy, somebody said, was the father a target? Can you tell him if he's the target or not? Any question y'all ask me, as long as Peggy's in the chat room, I think she probably give you the best answer to this, you know. And whatever she emailed me, I'll share it with y'all. But I would love if she would come and talk, you know. But Peggy, do me a favor. We talk to the brother-in-law, let him know, give him my condolences to this incident, and let him know my doors is open if you want to come talk about this situation, all right? Please let him know that. And the mom. Prayers to both of them. Prayers to both of them, all right? Okay, Peggy said he wasn't a target. Awesome. Joel, what's going on? My brother, the Information Man Show. Peace and respect to you, brother. Love you, brother. Keep doing your thing over there, my man. Keep doing your thing over there, my man. Real talk. Real talk. Oh, shit, I got me up to 41 likes. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Give me 9 more. Let's get to 50. All right, guys. And I just don't know what the all right, guys. Let's hear what Chief. What is this man's name? Chief something. His name on tip of my tongue. It's Chief something, but hell, let's listen to what the Chief got to say.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Brian McDermott. I'm the Chief of Patrol.
Oh, well, I just got my answer.
At this time, I'd like to offer my sincere condolences to the family of these two precious young girls, one of which who lost her life, the other one who was fighting for her life at this time at Loyola Hospital. To say that I am saddened and outraged would be an understatement. I can only hope that every resident of this city is as angry, saddened, and outraged as I am at this time. Too many young people have lost their lives to senseless gun violence in the city of Chicago. At this time, I would like to ask for the community support in helping us solve this crime. I know that there's people out there somewhere that saw something that could help us solve this crime. Anybody who saw anything can go anonymously to cpdtip.com or can contact Area 5 detectives. We owe it to the families to bring these violent offenders who have no respect for human life to justice. On today's date at 2:50 p.m., there's a shot spotter hit in the 6200 block of West Grand. Responding officers arrived, found two young victims ages 6 and 7 with multiple gunshot wounds to the body. The responding officers rendered aid while awaiting arrival of the Chicago Fire Department. CFD arrived, transported our two victims to Loyola Hospital, where our 7-year-old succumbed to her injuries and the 6-year-old is fighting for her life at this time. Area 5 detectives are still on the scene, interviewing witnesses, canvassing the area for anybody who saw anything, attempting to locate any private video, and recovering any and all evidence on the scene. Because this is still in the preliminary and the early stages of this investigation, there's not a lot of information that I can release at this time. And again, I'm asking members of the public that saw anything, please go to cpdtip.com or to contact Area 5 detectives. With that, I'll open it up for a couple of questions.
Can you confirm if these were sisters?
Yes, they were sisters.
And was anyone else in the vehicle with them at the time, or were they sitting there by themselves? Was someone else believed to be the intended target?
We don't believe that they were the intended target, and the mother was putting the two children into the backseat of the car.
Were there other bullet or shell casings found in the area indicating that this may have been kind of a crossfire thing, caught in the crossfire thing, or does it look like the car that they were in may have actually been targeted?
There are shell casings that are recovered. We can't release at this time the caliber of the shell casings, and we don't believe there to be any crossfire.
So just one shooter?
That's could be multiple shooters. We don't know how many shooters, but I don't believe that there was crossfire.
Have detectives seen any surveillance video yet? It looks like there were cameras on some of the homes, at least one of the homes pointing toward the area that we were concentrated on down the block from here. Has anything been reviewed yet showing what unfolded?
So like I said, this is still in its preliminary stages. Area 5 detectives are still on the scene. They're still in the process of recovering all video at this time.
Is the preliminary right now that this is a drive-by shooting from what you're gathering at this moment?
No, we don't have that information at this point. We're still trying to determine whether the offenders were on foot or in a car.
Are there any other kids around not shot?
I'm not sure how many other people were in the area.
Is there any conflict between rival groups or anything in that block or that area?
It is a gang conflict area, but like I said, we don't believe that these children or their mother were the intended target.
The mother say anything about knowing the person who shot at her children?
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
Did the mother say anything about knowing the person who was shooting at her children?
No.
Any information on the driver of the car being a woman?
No information at this time. Thank you, everybody. Thanks, guys.
Guys, y'all gotta excuse me, man. This is too much. I'm gonna give a moment of silence for these babies. Y'all give me a good minute. Man, I couldn't hold that in, man. I had to let. I could do it on camera, Brian. I could do it on camera, man. I just let it front roll down my face. I couldn't do it, bro. You know, there's a lot of these stories, man, that we do, man, and it just gets to you. Well, it gets to me, you know. And to hear the cop and to hear the story in general, how they saying all this happened, man, it just overwhelming, man. And I ask myself a lot of time, man, why do I continue to do this shit? What made me do it? How can I continue to do it without trying to keep my emotions in check? How? You know, but yeah, man, I just had to let the fruit roll down right there. So that's why I had to do that moment of silence, man. Cause this shit is sad. This is so fucking sad, man. Man. So crazy, man. It's crazy, dude. Man, so crazy, man. So, but let's continue. We're gonna hear the grandma speak, and wait a minute. Oh, here we go, right here. Let's hear what Miss Regina got to say about this.
Serenity.
Okay, and then your 6-year-old granddaughter's name is the first name.
Aubrey, Aubrey.
Same last name, right?
Broughton, Broughton.
I know you came over here and wanted to talk to us. What did you want to say? What's on your mind right now?
What's on my mind right now is that such a big weight to put on a little child to take for such meanness. I mean, she was getting in a car coming from her grandma's house, and her life was ended at that moment. I mean, that's just senseless. And you know, someone should come forth and say something. Someone should come forth and help the family and help us, because this didn't have to happen to her. It shouldn't have happened to her. She was innocent. She's 7. Her birthday was coming up in November. This is too big of a weight for a child. This senseless violence has to stop. It's not right. She was a beautiful light, and just take it for nothing, random.
You said she was coming from your house?
She was coming from her maternal grandmother's house, from my son's mother-in-law's house, and getting into the car after picking up some packages, and we were supposed to fly out Tuesday to South Carolina for a couple of days, just so they can see Myrtle Beach, just a couple of days away. She had dreams of just going to the airport. She just wanted to see the airport, wanted to go up on the plane. And I had arranged that for her, and didn't even get to see it.
That can be your first plane ride?
Her first plane ride. It would have been her first absolute plane ride, her and her little sister, who was injured as well. Her little sister's now battling and fighting and struggling to heal and get better.
Does Aubrey know what's going on?
She is not aware of her big sister going, no. She's aware that she has been hurt, and she keeps saying it. It's not your fault, Mommy. It's not your fault.
She is saying that to her mom?
To her mom. It's okay. It's not your fault, Mommy.
And to hear that as a grandma, where does that put your mind?
I don't know what. I'm lost. I'm lost because I'm lost. I mean, they were my life, my everything. How do you prepare yourself for something like this? She's a beautiful child. She was a beautiful child. Her spirit was beautiful. Innocent. Everything about her was innocent.
Does your daughter-in-law have any sense about why this happened to them? You say they don't believe that the family was being targeted. Did anyone look familiar to your daughter-in-law?
No, they didn't even see it. My daughter-in-law was loading into the car, and she did not even see anything. She heard what she thought was fireworks, and at that point, the little youngest one was holding herself and fell on the seat. The other sister was already in her car seat, buttoned up, and my son said he grabbed her, and she was just lifeless and limp.
Someone is out there tonight. The police are looking for your granddaughter. That person sees you talking tonight. What do you want that person to know about what they've done to your family?
Come forth and take responsibility. Whoever sees this, turn them in. It was a child. She didn't deserve this. If you have any kind of heart, step forward. Do what you're supposed to do, and do what decent human beings should do. I mean, all this gun violence, there are somebody innocent that are constantly getting hurt. You should not. I mean, it's too much. It's too much.
What should people remember about Serenity?
That she was a beautiful spirit. She didn't deserve this. She was an innocent child. Coming from church.
Wow.
Her name means
Wow.
peace. Her name is calm. And to know that this has happened, and her sister, where is her sister right now? You said she has moved out of intensive care. Is that correct?
She's out of intensive and up to the pediatric unit now, and where they're. But she does have a drainage tube in her lung. They had to expand her lung because the bullet pierced a place, and it came straight through the side and out of her chest and pierced her lung.
Do doctors expect to still eventually be able to make a full physical recovery? Obviously, mentally, I can only imagine.
Well, she's in a great deal of pain, and she's expressing that pain. They don't want to put her out where she can't talk or express, but they're keeping her awake but heavily sedated.
Is there anything we haven't asked you that you want to make sure is said?
Know that I would be really grateful if someone would come forth. We don't know anything, but I'm hoping that the police will be expeditious about trying to find something at least, or someone will come forth. We are looking for the public and the civil people to come forward at this particular time and help us out, because the police can't be everywhere and not enough information. Someone knows who did this. Someone was in the car, someone was with the person that did it. Thank you.
And are officers telling your family that it was a drive-by type of shooting?
Well, that's what they're suspecting from the details. My son said that he heard the pops and he looked around. He has no enemies. My son just goes to work and goes home. His family was his life.
So your son was with your daughter?
Yes. He was on the driver's side coming out of the house, and then the wife was in the car with the kids buckling them in when the shots flew out. She had just got done buckling in Aubrey when the shots flew out, and they came through the side of the doors. His car is riveted with bullets on the side. Like 6 to 7 shots entered the car. I'm not aware of that. Wasn't some questions that I asked him. I don't know that detail. Thank you. Thank you, guys.
I got two questions. And I hope the grandmama who just did the interview, I hope she see this too. Regina, I have to ask you, how was you able to do that interview without breaking down? You did better than me. I was up here listening to you, still trying to hold back more tears to come down my face. But you did this interview, and you had those strong doing this interview. So I had to ask, how'd you get the strength to do that? The second question is, which probably should have been the first one. Aubrey is asking about her sister. What do you tell her? How do you tell her? How do you tell your sister, or tell her that her sister is gone? How do you tell her that? And is there any way you could tell her that where she can understand? Because just because she's 6 doesn't mean she don't have feelings either. So I just gotta give her props on that. She did the interview and did not break down, which she probably did after the interview, because that's a lot to talk about. And she was able to answer them questions clear, without stuttering, without sniffing or anything. And for that, I gotta salute her for that. And while I'm over here whimpering, however you say that shit. Brother Brian says 6, 7 shots, but they weren't the target. That's a lot of nonchalant. Right, Brian. Exactly. Right. And again, I don't know if you emailed me or not, Pig. No, you ain't emailed me yet, so I'm just waiting on. Yeah, I wanted you to send me an email what the words on the street saying what happened here. What was this all about? Who were they after? You know, who were they after, and why? And why? And it's another reason why I'm glad I don't have the children, because I wouldn't know how to tell him or her that their brother or sister is gone. I wouldn't know how to tell them that. But I guess it has to be told. It has to be told. It has to be told. And here's what one of them says. 7-year-old Serenity Broughton is dead, and her 6-year-old sister Aubrey wounded in a shooting Sunday afternoon at Belmont Central Community. They says, here is what we know about the shooting so far. Number 1, the sisters were shot as their mother was getting them into the car at 2:50 p.m. Police was called to the 6200 block of West Grand Avenue at Merrimack Avenue for a shot spotter alert. 2, Serenity was shot in the chest and torso and was pronounced dead at Loyola, if I'm saying that right, University Medical Center in Maywood. Aubrey was shot in the chest also. She got hit in the chest also, in the right armpit. It was being treated at Loyola. 3, witnesses said they heard rapid gunfire at the time of the shooting. A man who lives across the street said he heard at least a dozen shots. 4, police said the girls were not believed to be the intended targets. There may have been more than one shooter, but there was not to believe to be crossfire. Police asked anyone who saw something to say something. Witnesses can go anonymously to cpdtip.com. Both of these babies was hit in the chest. Aubrey was hit in the chest and armpit, which, with that being said, it's a miracle. Well, she's still alive right now. God, I hope she don't pass, but it's just, wow, that's a miracle that right now she's still alive from that. That sounds devastating. That sounds devastating. The armpit ain't no torso. I mean the chest. That's crucial. That's crucial. That is crucial. So damn crucial. But we're going to keep our prayers up and hoping that the young lady do survive. And Peggy, if you in the chat room, please, if you can, just email me what they saying was going on. Then I'll end the show with that, you know. Or if you just rather do it when I'm gone, I guess I'll come back and do a part 2 or something like that. But give them folks my condolences, give them my prayers, and I pray young Aubrey, she survived. I pray that she survives. Cause this is a motherfucking ridiculous. This is a motherfucking ridiculous. House Girl G2G, what's going on? Is that you, Terry? I remember Terry G2G, but House Girl G2G? All right. Nancy, what's going on? Right, Steph. That's close to the fucking arteries. That's why I'm shocked she even still living now. But y'all hear what they got to do to her? They had to expand her lungs so they could drain the fluid out of her lung. Hold on, Peggy. Hold on. There you go, right there. There you go, right there. You said maybe he had some words with him. Well, shit. I don't know. Only he can tell that. You know. But the thing is, though, if that's the case, you know, I mean, you know, they saying they want the attended. So I mean, I hear you, but I don't know. I don't know, man. You know, with these stories, you think one way, we don't know what the hell. You know, yeah, you do these stories one day, you come back, get an update, you know, then you hear a lot of times that somebody on the inside is involved in it, you know, so right now, I just don't, man. And that right there, you know, you seen the car right there. So you saw the car right there. You had to see this woman putting them children in that car, man. What the hell, man? What the hell? You had to see that. So that's why I say a lot of times when they say they want the intended target, it makes me upset because that doesn't make the story any better. You know, if the children was after, whoever they was after should have got stalled out. They should have got stalled out, but they didn't. And again, just like Win Got Snooze said, I say the same thing. A lot of these folks don't care, man. If they can't get to you, man, they'll get to what you love. Who was that young man? They said they lured that boy in the alley and shot him execution style because they was after his dad. His name on tip of my tongue. A gang or somebody led this boy down the alley. This story happened some years ago. And they shot that boy execution style in that alley because they was after his daddy. What was that boy name? Right, London Link, mistaken identity. Yep. We hear that. We even hear that shit with the cops. Mistaken identity. We hear that shit. But y'all, what is that boy name that they said them guys let that young boy down there in that alley and they shot him execution style? I want to say it's that Rice boy, but I don't think that was him though. I don't think it was Tamir Rice, what his name is. I don't think that was him. His name on tip of my tongue. I can't get it out. But I'm saying it to say this. In that life right there, if they can't get you, they're going to get you where your heart is at. And what a lot of times, it be with the family and the children. It be with the family and the children. And this is why I say I don't understand how people allow people to bring this stuff in their life. You know, if you out here in the streets and you know you doing fuck shit in the streets all day, you got children at home, well, how can you do that and then bring that shit back home where your children lay their head at? Knowing anything could go bad, anything could go wrong. You could be mistaken as you gave a bad deal. You could be mistaken as you stole something from them. And what they're going to do? They're going to follow you and take matters in their own hands in your home where your children lay their head at, you know? But you got a lot of people that do that. They are in the drug life, or in the street life, and come home with their children and don't even think about that shit. That shit gonna follow them, man. I don't get it. I don't think I'd be comfortable if I was in their street life. I won't be comfortable with my children staying with me and I'm in their street life. I would want them to stay away because I don't want to bring them into this. But then again, I guess that wouldn't make a difference either, because no matter where you go, you being followed, you just being followed. But however, though, I mean, having them stay with me while I'm in the street life, I don't think I'd be comfortable with that. Right, I cannot remember that boy's name. I cannot remember his name. They took him down the alley and shot him execution style. And this thing just constantly dropping frames. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I hate when this damn thing do that shit, man. Let me see if I can look it up. Tyshawn Lee, there we go. Thank you, Diddy. Tyshawn Lee. Yep. There you go. Thank you. I knew somebody was gonna tell me. Yep, he was 9 years old, killed in a murderous rage by gang members. Yep. Yes. Yep. Who said something about revive him and revive who and kill who again? Who said that? Brother Chris, maybe they weren't being dirty. Maybe they were being upstanding citizens, and the shooters didn't like being told off. You know what, Brian? There's a story I did probably a couple of years back. This lady, and somebody just commented on this video a couple of days ago. And I want to say this may be in Chicago too. I could be wrong. These people in the neighborhood was popping fireworks. And if I'm not mistaken, they weren't supposed to be popping them because the 4th of July was over. The lady told these guys to stop popping fireworks. Now, I don't know how she said it to them, but pretty much all she really said to them, according to what the story said, y'all stop popping them fireworks. Don't you know them people who she told stop popping them fireworks? They killed their woman for that. So it's funny that you said that. They killed that woman because she told them stop popping fireworks. They're not supposed to be doing it. And when I did that story, and I said, that's how you know how society is really fucked up now. I just told you to stop doing something. I deserve a bullet in my head or a bullet in my ass because I told you to stop popping fireworks. I deserve to die because I told you to stop popping fireworks. Something that can get you in trouble because you keep doing it. But I'm trying to help you out to make a better decision to stop doing it so you won't get in trouble. But I get killed because I told you to stop popping fireworks. I bullshit you not, Win News Gossip. I bullshit you not. Killed that woman because she told them stop popping fireworks. And I said, that's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. That's a damn shame. Brooklyn woman, 33 years old, who was shot 8 times and killed when she asked man to stop letting off fireworks close to playing kids, was followed. Shatavia Walls died after being shot 8 times when she asked a group of people to stop setting off fireworks near a playground on July the 7th. And this was last year. And they killed that woman. And they killed that woman. Anyway, guys, I'm just gonna end it with this, man. You know, this is something that I agree with the grandmother. It shouldn't have happened, but you know, man, this shit, it just getting crazy at this point, you know, and it just getting to the point that nobody's giving a damn no more. Nobody's giving a damn no more. It was one point in time. It's all about the children. We love the children. We do anything for the kids. You know, they my world, they our world, heal the world, and all this stuff. It used to be all about the children at one point in time. So my question is now, when did it stop being about them? When did it start being about them? What did children do to us? What did children do to society to make us as humans to say, fuck them, let's kill them? And then when we get caught, we're going to turn around and say they want the intended target. When you could have stopped yourself before you even let off one. And with that being said, this damn thing's still dropping frames. So let me get out of here before it shut the stream off. Ladies and gentlemen, thank y'all for listening. Thank you for watching. Peggy, you know, hey, you got my email now. Just send me any updates that you can. And if he wants to talk about what's going on, hey, he's more than welcome. My doors is open. All right. Guys, take care of yourself and each other. Put your guns away. Let's keep it safe. All right. Peace.